Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This is episode number 3, and this is going to be our first race spotlight episode, and we're going to go over the pilgrimage.
Woohoo! All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Cheers. So, the pilgrimage, 2026, year 1. It's going to be on May 3rd, 2026, which also happens to be Chase's birthday. So that's kind of a fun coinky-dink. That leaves us about 20 weeks away, probably, by the time this episode comes out. So
20
that's
weeks.
not that long.
No, not at all. And like I've said quite a few times about this race already, this is probably the race that I'm looking more forward to directing than any that we've ever done on its inaugural year, just because it's so different.
Yeah, it is.
And I think it'll be a lot of fun for you and I.
Yeah, and it's such a unique concept that it'll be fun to see it come to fruition.
Absolutely.
For sure.
There's just nothing like it, which is why we're here. That's what we're going to get into. We can try to explain this to you.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of questions about what the hell is the pilgrimage. I've read the thing 5 times and I still don't understand. So we decided to do a podcast about it today and talk to you about it and give you some more info. And hopefully you'll understand. If not, then I don't know how to help you anymore.
It's not that
It's not that hard. No. So we've got a cap this year of 45 runners.
Probably every year. There's a reason for that cap. It's not because the permitting agency doesn't allow us to have any more. We cap all our races. But this one specifically, we wanted to cap very low just because of, I guess, our goals for this particular race, which we'll get into.
Yeah. The race will consist of 150 hours of running if you want to.
That's a long one.
It is a long one. It's our longest one ever.
That's 6 days and 6 hours, almost a week.
There's right around 55 miles of unique course that make up the pilgrimage. 5 different routes make up those 55 miles. You can have no pacers. And then another cool thing is that there's a crewed and uncrewed division.
So something a little different about the pilgrimage is that, yes, it is a timed race. You have 150 hours to rack up as much mileage as you possibly can. But one of the many things that makes it different from a traditional timed race is the fact that you can actually DNF at the pilgrimage. So if you don't rack up 220 miles in that 150 hours, you are a DNF. You have to surpass 220 miles to be counted for your mileage. And at that point, every route that you complete after 220 does count. So just kind of kick in just like a normal timed race at that point. What does that amount to? That amounts to about a little over a 50K a day.
Which is, what is it, like 41 minutes a mile?
41 minutes a mile for about a week straight.
That's not that bad.
But it's not that bad. If you look in our Facebook group, we made a graphic kind of comparing it to other 200-milers in the U.S., showing how many miles a day you'd have to accumulate for those and so on. And the pilgrimage should be one of the easier races to accomplish that.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about how the pilgrimage came to be a little bit?
I would love to. Go ahead.
Well, it's your idea.
I just remember, the only thing I remember is we were out hiking one day up by Glade Park.
Correct. Very remote area.
Very remote. There was nobody out there, no vehicles, anything. High desert of western Colorado. And I just remember thinking I wanted to create a really, really long timed race that didn't allow many people in it, and somehow figure out a way for everyone to kind of be on their own to a certain extent, without pacers, find ways to make it to where they were kind of out there alone.
Yeah, and we talked about it. Oh, that's a really cool idea, but it wouldn't work in this area. And then I kind of took a back burner, and I think we kind of kept it in the backs of our minds when we would go to new areas, be like, would it work for this?
Yeah.
And then it kind of just happened to be that you were out at Rabbit Valley, and it was a really cool area. And it just so happens that it worked perfectly.
Exactly. at the time, we hadn't been in Grand Junction area very long, and so I was going to new places about every weekend to run and just explore. And I went out to this Rabbit Valley area, which is about 45 minutes west of Grand Junction, almost Utah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the perfect area right away. I mean, I ran a couple courses out there, and I'm like, this is it. This is the pilgrimage right here.
Yeah.
We knew we had the name already. We knew we wanted it to be called the pilgrimage, but we didn't have all the details ironed out.
Yeah.
And from there, came home and just kind of started thinking of ideas, thinking of how we could split people up, how we could create a totally unique race. And then almost immediately started reaching out to BLM in Colorado to get the wheels turning.
And they were great.
Yes, they've been great to work with.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about the area, what the terrain looks like, elevation, gain and loss, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's definitely high desert, not mountainous, not flat, but not super hilly either.
Mesas,
Yeah.
Fairly challenging terrain, but runnable.
Yeah.
I'd say almost entirely runnable. For 100 miles, you gain 10,700 feet per 100 miles to give you kind of an idea to compare it to other hundreds out there. So I'd consider that like medium.
Yeah, and you have a lot of varied terrain too. You'll have some sand, you'll have some single track, you'll have some dirt road, and you'll have some like 4x4-ish.
You will not have even a step of pavement.
No pavement
though,
whatsoever.
which I think is pretty badass.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Beautiful.
It is a really, really pretty area. So let's talk about what the pilgrimage is, like what each journey, the routes, stuff like that. So let's start with the routes. I think that's probably the easiest way.
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest way is to kind of explain the overall concept first. There's 5 different routes. Those 5 routes make up 55 miles. Those are 5 totally different courses, all of them being lollipops.
Correct.
That in very few spots do they ever cross
Mm-hmm.
over one another. So once you have that concept down, you need to know that one journey is the completion of all 5 of those routes. Completion of that 55 miles. If you complete that, you've completed one journey. So kind of building off that, each journey has a different set of rules.
Correct. And a different name and a different way to mess with your mind a little bit.
Yeah, and even a different symbol.
Yes. And we'll put those up when we talk about each one. So do you want to get into what each journey entails?
Yes, I think that's the best step.
Okay, so the first journey that runners will complete is called Genesis. And for Genesis, everybody runs the same route. The cool thing is you won't get to know which route you're
in the
running.
same order.
In the same order, yes.
You always run the same routes.
In that first journey, you don't get to know what route you're running until close to when the race starts.
What route you're starting on.
Yeah. Yep. So it could be 5, it could be 4, but you're not going to get to know. So it kind of makes it harder to plan. We kind of want to keep you on your toes. Yes, you'll be running with people, but it's still going to be a bit of a surprise.
Yep. So that first journey, I think the main thing to take away from it is you still get to hang with fellow runners. You get to all start together. You could essentially run with a friend or friends the entire first 55 miles of the course if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that is all going to come to an end in the next journey. So now you've completed those first 5 routes, 55 miles, and now you're going to move on to what we call roulette. And roulette is kind of what it sounds like. Everyone's going to have a straw of a different color for each of the 5 routes. So when you complete the route, Casey and or I will be there with your straws, and you're going to draw one, and that's the route that you're going to go on. So you might get lucky and you might get a run with your friend. You might get a run with the next person coming up or whatever. if you consider that lucky, maybe you don't want to run with
Mhm.
them.
Also, you have to consider, like, do I wanna stick around and wait and see if another person gets it, or do I just wanna go do my thing?
Yeah, I would imagine at this point in the race, 55 miles in,
You're
you
gonna be
haven't been going too far. You're probably going to be okay to just head out, I would imagine.
That's what I would do. After you finish roulette, then you have isolation, which is where we really start to make you be alone
Yeah.
by yourself for the majority of it. Um, do you wanna talk about that one a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, isolation, if you're the first person in, you're going to go on Route 1. If you're the second person in, you're going to go on Route 2. If you're the third person in, you're going to go on Route 3, and so on. So if you're the fifth person in, you're going to go on Route 1. But basically, you are split up the most that we could possibly split you up at that point.
Mm.
The next person to go on the same route as you won't be, it will be 5 people away.
Sixth
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
right?
If you're
Yeah.
first, it'll be
Yeah.
the sixth. Yep.
Mhm.
And so on.
After isolation, then you're gonna do inversion, which is basically the opposite of what you just did. So if you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
So you're gonna have a long time before you see those same routes again.
Yeah. So you're going to do the one that you finished on in isolation twice in a row.
Mhm.
And the one that you started on in isolation will be over 100 miles away, or
Mhm.
around 100 miles away,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then the next one is called Unbound.
Mhm.
And Unbound is you are free to do whatever the hell you want.
Mhm.
You can pick your order on that one.
You still have to do all of them.
You have to do all of them before you can move on to the next, of course, but you can do them in whatever order you want to.
Mhm.
After that, you're at 275 miles.
After you finish Unbound.
Yes.
Yes.
275 miles. The next thing after Unbound is Augmentation. And we kind of expect that this is going to be winding down a little bit. I don't know. I could see someone getting to the next one.
Yeah,
I definitely could.
we do, but we also feel like this might be where the winner
Yeah, we'll just have to see
comes
how
out.
this
I'll be
first year
interested to
goes.
see what happens this year for sure.
Absolutely.
Augmentation is going to be where you do the shortest route to the longest route. So the shortest route that we have is 6.7 miles. The longest is 12.8. So you're going to go shortest to longest, and everybody's going to do that.
We thought it would be a good idea to do that at this point because it might be winding down on the race.
Running out of time for some of the runners, yeah.
Yeah, and we wanted everyone, if this is the journey that decides it, it's only fair that everyone does them in the same order. It would really suck if, like, first and second both got there and one person had a couple hours to do 12.8 miles and another person had
6.7.
a couple hours to do 6.7 because
you have to finish that route for the mileage to count.
Yes, just like any timed race, you have to finish the lap you're on.
Then if everybody gets through augmentation, or if anybody gets through augmentation, then the next one's going to be revelations, which is basically all of the rest of them are unbound. You get to pick the order that you do them in.
Yep, the rest of Revelations all Unbound.
So that is basically how each journey works and all the rules for them.
Yeah, I hope that wasn't too confusing. Just know that there's going to be a transition area at the start finish line that me or Casey is going to be at. Every time someone crosses the line, we're going to know exactly what you're on and what you need to do next. It's not like you have to figure all this shit out on your own once you come across the line.
Hopefully our brains are working enough that we can help you make those good choices.
This one shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
We get to stay in the same spot the whole time, and we're going to have some good volunteers.
Yeah. So there is going to be one huge start-finish aid station camping area for everyone to set up. We'll have, like I said, our timing/transition area where you can come in and check out. And then we'll have a big old aid station cooking hot food to order. Since all the runners will be spread out, we'll have some great volunteers as per usual for us. We've already got some good people coming out, and I'm excited about that. There's plenty of room for RVs, vehicles. You can sleep in your car. You can sleep in your camper. You can sleep in a tent.
All that's free.
All of
Camping.
that's free. It's all included.
Yep.
We also are doing a cool thing for the uncrewed runners where if they want to be, when you sign up, you can buy ice for the entire duration of the event, and we'll go get you a bag of ice every day.
Yep. 1 bag of ice a day if you buy it on Ultra sign up.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool staging area.
It is.
Badass. Perfect for this kind of thing. Like Casey said, just an incredible amount of room.
Mm-hmm.
So bring whatever you want.
Yeah. No worries there. And also another way that we're going to try to make it easier for you to remember where you're at and where you're going is that each route is assigned a different color. So red, green, orange, blue, white, and all the flagging will be that color for that route. And you'll also have a wristband like what Chase has on that will tell you the color that you're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
No.
Make it a little easier when your brain's fried, right? You can look down at your wristband, make sure you know which route you're on. Okay, I'm on the green route, so I need to follow the green flags. I mean, once you get on the right route, it'll be pretty easy because, like we said, they don't really intersect. At that point, you're just be looking for flags. But,
right.
we will have custom bibs with your name and state as long as you register in time to get that. If you do not finish the race, if you DNF, you have to give those back.
Yeah. We're going to keep those and we're going to string them up all around throughout the years and have a Hall of Dead Pilgrims.
That's right. It'll be kind of a cool thing to see here in about 5 years, all the people that DNF, so we can point at their bibs, make fun of them.
We'll have some pretty good swag for all the runners. Y'all going to get a sun hoodie and a bag. First place male and female in the crewed and uncrewed division get an award.
Yep.
And do you want to talk
to be determined?
To be determined.
As of
We
right
haven't
now.
decided on that yet. Do you want to talk about the finisher buckles?
Yeah. So all finishers are going to get a Sheridan buckle, which, if you know what the Sheridan buckles are like, they're not your average buckles. They are really, really badass.
Super nice.
Super nice. And they are going to be custom with your name on them and the total mileage that you accumulated and the year.
And that was based on a vote by this year's participants. So
That's right.
They got to help decide what they get.
And it wasn't even close.
Not even close. Everybody wanted the custom one, pretty much.
So if you haven't seen the Sheridans, look them up. Join our pilgrimage group. We give you some examples of Sheridans that we give out to other places. They are like rodeo queen quality.
Yeah.
You know, they're like 10 times the cost of, a normal buckle, the ones that you see.
Yeah.
But we'll order those as soon as the race is over, and they do take a little while to make, but they will be totally worth it, and we'll mail them all to you for free.
They'll be great.
Yep.
Also, something unique that we're going to do with the pilgrimage is you're going to get a DNF buckle.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you DNF, not of Sheridan.
Not a Sheridan buckle. Sorry, guys. No offense.
No, you'll just get a normal DNF buckle for that, but I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
A very unique thing that we're doing, and this is only for the winner of the uncrewed division. If you win the uncrewed division, then you get free entry into the pilgrimage for life.
Forever and ever and ever. Which is
badass.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's going to make it more competitive every year. It's going to be harder to win because you're going to have the best runners coming back each year.
You're going to have champions, a lot of I mean, in 10 years from now, you could potentially have 10 champions that come back. That would be a different winner every year, though.
Yeah.
Which is unlikely, but you'd have some good competition. And we have to figure out something to do if someone is a former champion and they win.
We'll get you something good.
They're going to get something really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also going to have live tracking, so your friends and family at home can see where you are, what you're doing, and how much mileage you've accumulated. And we'll also have Limping Deer LLC, our friends Lisa Marie and Renee. They're going to be there filming, taking photos, and I think they're also going to do some live podcasting.
They are.
And interviewing runners and crew and all that fun stuff. I think it's going to be really cool.
We are super excited about that. They're a lot of fun, and it will make it a lot of fun for the people following along from home.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you can expect great weather. May in this area is beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice during the day, cool at night.
sometimes high 70s during the day, and then at night I think it hovers right around 50 degrees on average. It'll be really nice. Almost no rain. I think it gets less than an inch of rain in May on average. So, really beautiful.
Yeah, we also do a military discount for all of our races. So make sure that if you're thinking about signing up for the pilgrimage and you are a military veteran, reach out to us and we'll get you a discount for 10% off.
That's right. We think pilgrimage is going to be a totally unique and awesome thing. We kind of refer to it as a journey of self-discovery.
It is. It's
because you just got to be out there alone for a long time, often in the dark, and you're going to find some stuff out about yourself, hopefully.
So if you're a runner that needs pacers and needs people there with you all the time to keep you going, then this race is probably not for you.
Yeah.
It'd be cool for you to try it and see if it is for you. It might be. You just don't know.
Yeah. And I would also like to mention that we have an amazing group of people.
We do.
Coming
people
already.
That are running. Yeah.
We don't have that. I mean, we only have like 15 or 16, something like that. But most of them we know. And we've got some really great runners.
Great runners. Gritty, for sure.
Yep. And then also some just great people.
Yeah.
Coming. Some of our best friends.
I feel like the vibes are going to be great.
Yep.
It's going to be a good time. Also, we should probably do our discount plug for this episode.
Well, it should probably be for the pilgrimage, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you just want to do one big one? We never figure this stuff out before we start.
We have that.
Yeah. Let's do 2, but for more.
Okay. You're in charge.
What did it start at, pilgrimage?
Price-wise?
I think it was 125 more or less than it is now.
Okay.
2 for 100 off?
Yeah, sure. So use code ULTRAPOD on Ultra sign up. Use that coupon code at checkout and you'll get $100 off the pilgrimage. That will be for the first 2 that use it. If you try to use it and it doesn't work, that means you missed out.
If you do UltraPod every time, people are going to figure it out that the code is UltraPod.
That's not our code all the time.
It was on the first one.
Well, that's your fault.
All right, we're going to do UltraPod one more time, but never again after this.
Never again.
UltraPod, first 2 that put it in on Ultra sign up when they register will get $100 off the pilgrimage.
So, if you're thinking you want to try something new, if the pilgrimage sounds cool, even if it sounds crazy, I think you should come out and try it. It's going to be a great time. And if you have any questions that we did not answer, make sure you comment, get a hold of us. We might have an answer. I would assume we have an answer.
I expected it to take longer than that. I hope we answered everything. But yeah, it's not that...
It's not that hard.
It's not that confusing.
No.
And we will be there to help you out. Come and join us. It is going to be an absolutely epic time. Remember, if you're going to run this race, don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. Thanks, guys. See you next time.